Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to Cliff Alerts. Today we're going to be talking about Own Network's reality-based TV series, Put a Ring on It, season number 3, episode number 11.
The sky's the limit.
Yeah, according to Alfonzo,
Alfonzo took
damn
us
sure
there. I liked it.
Yeah.
I
So did Shay.
mean, the only difference is he could have done it at night, but the brother worked it out. It was a nice touch.
I see you, man. Go ahead, boy.
Before we get into it, please like, share, subscribe, and send us your comments. And if you're returning to this channel, please subscribe. So let's get into it. Alfonso and Shay met with Dr. Nicole.
Group meeting, group setting.
Shay started in. She clearly has done some work. It seemed like Shay's behavior from the time we met to this point seemed to happen very quickly. So I'm a little suspicious.
Well, I will say this. I'm going to give her credit. She had a totally different posture to where she is now, and it's a road that she needed to travel. And I think that it was a good journey, good venture for her, because where she started off, she was not in a good place, and she was in a place where she didn't trust Alfonzo, she didn't trust herself, she was not in a place where she was able to admit the realities of where she was, that she couldn't get past some things that had happened as it relates to their relationship, and Alfonzo hadn't dealt with those kinds of things, and it was just a bad place for her.
Well, we start off with Shay talking about she believes that they're in a good place, but they still have work to do.
Yeah.
And Dr. Nicole said forgiveness is the best gift you can give yourself. And Shay's realization that she can't control the situation or people around her. She can only commit to what she and Alfonso agreed to going forward in their relationship.
Right.
And I personally thought that was remarkable. The words that were coming out of her mouth seemed so much closer to a woman who has had a lot of growth.
She has, in my opinion, she has. Yeah, it's reflective.
All right.
Reflective of somebody
Just
who's
trying to make sure they didn't give Shay a script.
All right, I hear you.
That's all I'm saying.
I hear you. I think that Dr. Nicole kind of confirmed in a couple of different instances the fact that, go ahead, girl, Shay, I see you. With that growth and that progress that we've been working towards, it's showing up now. So I think it's legit.
Alfonso told Dr. Nicole that he did have a conversation with the baby mama. He did tell her that she was valuable to him based on the script Dr. Nicole gave him. He used that and certain words in it to talk to the baby mama, and he believes that right now it's going to be okay. He's going to bring everyone forward. Everyone's going to have an understanding who Shay is. That's what they're going to be working with going forward.
Yeah, I think that he took that step. He needed to, and it needed to be handled much sooner, but I guess better late than never is the old adage. At least things are still intact enough for him to be able to do that and do it in the right way, with Shay being right there, with an understanding that, hey, look, this is my future with this woman, and there's nothing that's going to change that. So, okay, go ahead, go on forward.
I just think personally that you can't grow in situations when there's total confusion and chaos around you.
Yeah.
That confusion or chaos is gonna sort of guide you either out or further into the mess that you're in. So you got to be mindful when you have confusion around you. It's there to either propel you forward for you to grow, or you can just get entrenched and embroiled in it, and then you're stuck in mud.
Yeah. Well, I think that they have done the work necessary to kind of clear the storm that they were going through. I really do.
Well, I certainly hope that what we're seeing is
not a script.
It's not a script.
I get it.
Shay had her own private meeting with Dr. Nicole. She said now that she won't be wavering on what she plans to do to keep herself safe. And she brought up the topic of she doesn't want to be hurt by Alfonso again.
Right. But then Dr. Nicole came back with one of, I don't know, uncounted number of nuggets that she was dropping during the sessions, and both individually and collectively. She came back with, in order to be able to go through this process and really have a shot to make it work, you have to be willing to put yourself in a position where you're vulnerable. I know you're scared, but at the same time, you have to do it. This is part of what the process requires, isn't it?
And basically, love grows when you're vulnerable.
Right.
That's when you let go and basically let God lead you, and not just you, but both of you, to do the right thing for your relationship.
Yeah, Dr. Nicole was giving it up last night.
Yeah, you can't hold on to the ego and, oh, I'm scared. If you want love, you have to be courageous enough to be vulnerable. And it doesn't mean that you're not going to be hurt, but it will, if you choose the right person, then a whole lot of good things come out of that. And it doesn't mean that it's easy, but it's a worthwhile endeavor when both of you are vulnerable, when both of you are willing to commit to the relationship. And that's when you see the presence of God leading and guiding you and really holding you to a much better place than when you started out, and sort of merging that, you're a unit now. You almost like, this is us, not just me, not I, but this is us moving down the road together.
Right, Shay. She understands that this had to happen for her to get to a place where this could be good. This could work out for the good for not only her, but also for Alfonzo and them as a unit as well.
Right. But I just want to make sure people understand that being vulnerable, that does not mean that you're going to be stupid. Vulnerability and stupidity are two different things.
Yep.
And you got to figure it out, because you can't be stuck on stupid in a relationship, see stuff happening over and over and over again,
put yourself out there as being
and
vulnerable,
think that that's the thing to do.
Right.
No, you got to create a safe space for yourself and go into a relationship with your eyes open. Love, marriage, relationship, it's not a fairy tale.
Nope.
It's no way a fairy tale. You see the happy moments of the guys got together in the jewelry store.
Right. Dr. Nicole gave him that assignment.
To buy a wedding ring, and
Absolutely.
the excitement of it, just like we girls get excited about the wedding dress.
Yes, right.
But the wedding itself is not the big piece. The marriage is the big piece.
It's the stuff that comes afterward.
Absolutely, and it's every day. It's on trend. It's always going to be trending.
Got to put that work in on the front side, and because it really begins on the back side.
Right. You got to figure out who you are, how you behave, what you say when you're angry. Do you want to damage the person, or you want to try to bring them back into the fold and come to a common ground after that argument?
And uplift, not tear down.
You gotta encourage the person, support them any way you can, and you gotta have dreams and be motivated to get to that place for both of you, not just yourself.
Even though in that moment you may not even feel like doing it, you have to. Yeah.
And if the wrong person you're doing this with, that too is a lesson as well.
Yeah.
Because some of us are not perfect, and there are times in our life when we're not clear on who we are and what we want.
All of us ain't perfect.
Absolutely. And you're going to make mistakes.
Yeah.
You just recognize it, glean from the mistake that you made, because there were lessons in it, and just move it forward so that you can get to a better place with that new love that's coming.
Yeah, but try not to repeat it.
And try not to repeat it.
File it away in that memory bank.
Yeah, because every day is a lesson. You got to just open your eyes to it.
Yeah.
So we see Alfonso and Shay leaving for the big moment or the big reveal. Shay looked beautiful in that
Purple
that
dress.
dress. I'm
she-
not sure about Alfonso, what he was working with.
Well,
You said he looked,
I didn't like
No,
what he was rocking, y'all. That's just me.
and let's
now,
just, that's all you're gonna say about that.
Yeah, disclaimer. I don't. My style is different from his, and that's
Right,
it.
right.
That's it. Okay.
Right. He took her on a helicopter
The
ride.
medallion was damn near big as his head.
Why you gotta put that in when you just said he has a different style than yours?
I don't know.
See how you like to start trouble?
No.
my.
I had to say something about that medallion.
And then they landed at a hangar and they opened the door and there were flowers, there were
Opened the door,
candles,
yeah.
there was a table, there were 2 pimp chairs. Alfonso popped the question. However, we see that they had some issues.
Yeah, and the
In the
teasers to the
finale,
reunion. Yeah.
They clearly had some issues, and you are gonna have some issues when you get into that early marriage situation, because I was not an easy cookie.
No. What I just said that.
Oh, okay. Marriage is work.
Mm-hmm.
It's not easy, but we wish them the best.
No question, and like I said, both of them seem like they're in a much more productive and or constructive place, not only individually but as a unit. And I wish them well.
That's all we have. We wish them the best. God bless you guys. Thank you for hanging in with us, and we'll see you in the next bit.
Yep.
Thank you.
See y'all.
Bye bye.